Morning, guys. Mr. Thomas here. We're gonna do class a little different today.
This one's different. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Yo, the title one's an entitled. Still an unnecessary rival. No need to beef. We walk in the same streets. One hop in the bus while the Beamer idles. Let's understand how we got here. Let's go back about 100 years. And we can take it back further to the tumor. Grown over slave ships, but just humor me. Look at America in the 20s. Off of World War, pockets sore, we had plenty. Even women saw the stock blow up. Rights to vote, jobs, a true glow up. Black people didn't belong in the swan song, but we had it going on with our own renaissance. Hurston watched God, McKay watched the avenue, next to whom was Langston Hughes. A zest dude, the great migration that led to our nephews. All them best Hughes to the Harlem venues. The 30s, Americans balled out to the fallout. The recession crawled out, government was called out. Whites tasted what blacks were being force fed. Something's gotta be done, no crumbs, we want the bread. FDR made a new deal, we hit an apex. The crisis made government housing projects. Let me tell you about the title ones and entitled. Still an unnecessary rival, no need to beef. We walk in the same streets, one hop in the bus while the Beamer idles. Let's understand how we got here. And let's go back a few more years. The irony of this act, the bill made to ace to spade. The government can see when things ain't okay, I understand though. The white man's vote, they protect at all costs. But our cause, no respect. Those housing projects, the Bronx, the Chiracs, where you try to stay clear, big bro said move here, save your money. Pay rent till we get off our feet, a great feat. Except for people like me. Immediately after World War II was War III against Black America, ongoing presently. How you ask me and I'll tell you gladly. The economic disparity should have impaired me, but it prepared me. Did we bring clarity on the big bang boom that made white folks zoom out those apartment rooms? Which explains the repeated refrain on how our kids ain't the same. The time we could point to that shaped the point of views of disjointed hues. I'll play blue, here's a clue on the title ones and entitled. It's still a systematic rival, no need to beef, but you still hate me from your heated seat while my bus idles. Let's understand how we got here. Let's go back to Emmett Till years, when his fabricated whistle led to his demise, when his killer's dismissal was to no surprise, when education was widespread. Free to the GIs, I wore vets. And the banks receiving the corp checks, baby booming. Your grandpa would attest. People wanted the 40 acres and a mule again. The American dream had financial fuel again. So why should we stay in these apartments? Let's get the mortgage for the house and backyard again. Coins the phrase white flight. Banks had a delight giving the whites loans, but left blacks in their zones. Defining, redlining, didn't care about co-signing. Just your zip code and your skin mode. No acre payout, just Section 8 layouts. And your applauded struggle gets gentrified out, cause your parents were not allotted alone, left tarded in apartments with no option to roam the zones of the title ones and entitled. Two victims of a vicious cycle. You don't understand me because you can't see how the powers that be want you to stay idle. Let's understand how we got here. Take it back to those civil years of Ruby Bridges entering the sphere. When MLK dreamed these ideas, urban renewal, the government.
It means moving Negroes out. It means Negro removal. That is what it means. And the federal government is an accomplice.
How our schools aren't as funded, neighborhoods toughened, feeling trapped. Lawlessness was in abundance. Poverty was our cousins. Drug war was nigga hunting. Doing years in the hundreds. New slaves every summons. And if you weren't sunken in such a trap, the folks in blue continue to shoot to keep you capped. And the judge's gavel affirmed the bullet that traveled until your homie's back was a justly act. With all that, while being black, you may get while my backpack lacks the schoolwork to grab at. Still, let's not leave empty-handed. No more handouts for those who are handless. The title ones and entitled. It's so classic like a vinyl. Let's meet and agree while we can still breathe. Believe me, the enemy is never idle. Let's understand how we move from here. Let's understand how we move from fear. The biggest empty-stated phrase that's repeated is to treat others how you'd want to be treated. Yes, a commandment from the Lord, of course, but since it's so deeply rooted, we gotta be sure, learn the history. Everything that's faulted, Black Wall Street, Black Panthers, the voices that were halted, the Fred Hamptons, the black inventors that were thwarted, and the black church shootings and bombings. I'm exhausted. Integration was a cool step. Our Opportunity is what waits next. Change the way we perceive each other. Call out the system that defeats our brothers. Praise our sisters, the queens they are. Re-engineer the titles, champion the scars.